Hey YouTube, coming back at you like the predictions of a quatrain, talking real nerdy to you. You know my name, it's Chase Variant. Let's get started with this week's comic haul. I picked up from Aftershock Comics World Reader number 3 from Jeff Loveness. I picked up from Dark Horse Comics Slayer Repentless 3 of 3. And this is the final in the story, and been supporting this to support John Schnepp. You know, big up John Schnepp, king of the nerds, the Schneppinator, one of his sweaties. And that's Dark Horse Comics, 3 of 3, Repentless, Slayer. I also picked up from Marvel Comics, Deadpool, number 032. This is the C cover variant, described as the secret comic variant. I bought from DC Comics, the DC Universe Rebirth line, Wonder Woman number 24. Magnificent. This is gorgeous. Another beautiful Wonder Woman cover. And just the super sexy, sensual Wonder Woman there with the uber deadly cheetah right behind her and the glowing eyes. This is just a great cover. Wall-worthy if it were a poster, as I say. And that's the DC Universe Rebirth line, Wonder Woman number 24. I picked up Defenders number 1. This is the hip hop variant. I think this is a De La Soul cover homage, but I've been so off on my hip hop variants and who they're homage to that I could be mistaken. That's Defenders number 1 from Marvel Comics, hip hop variant. I also picked up from DC Comics, DC Dark Days The Forge. This is the C cover variant. I picked up from Marvel Comics Kingpin number 5, the Running with the Devil cover. This is the final of the Kingpin limited series, and it was great. It was a really, really great Kingpin story as told from someone on the periphery, someone who's just within his sphere of influence, but not necessarily his walk of life. Just a great, great story about how you got to be careful with who you deal with and who you know, and when it's the Kingpin, always watch your back. That's Kingpin number 5, the culmination of the Running with the Devil Kingpin line. Great story. Rosenberg did a great job on that. I also picked up from Marvel Comics Defenders number 1. I believe that's the B cover. It's a 1-to-1 variant, and it's the first time that the Netflix Defenders are in a Defenders title in the 616. So this is, you know, the official Defenders title in the 616 for the Netflix Defenders group. It's pretty awesome. I also picked up from Marvel Comics, this is Hulk 007. This is the B cover variant, and it is an homage to She-Hulk Volume 2 number 1 from the 80s. And it's just, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Another book I picked up was from Boom Studios DC Comics. It is Planet of the Apes Green Lantern. This is number 4, showing Dr. Zira as an indigo lantern. And these books are being described as the pop-out action figure variants. Okay? Really, really, really been enjoying them. Really, really having fun with these covers. Another great cover I picked up, kids. Look at this. Is Hulk 07. And for all of you guys following Hulk, or at least you guys know that I'm following Hulk. I'm a huge She-Hulk fan, and it's just a magnificent cover. I mean, the hip-hop variant for 01 was awesome. The cover, the A cover for number 3 was great, but this is by far the best cover of the new Hulk series. It shows, you know, Jen hulking out and, you know, fighting off the tears, undoubtedly because of her emotional state, and the fact that when she's gray and she's hulked out, she also loses, you know, she can't retain her mental capabilities, her mental capacities, and so she's very similar to Bruce that way now. And in her iris, you can see Jen Walters banging on the greens of her eyes to get out of the She-Hulk's mind. I love this cover. It is Hulk 007 A cover. Now, luckily, Midtown Comics started stacking older keys on their shelves. So I saw this one, picked it up. I'm a sucker. This is Avengers Arena number 14. Of course, that's Weapon X in the classic Logan homage. I picked up from 2000 AD this one-shot Anderson in Too Deep. It's a PX Previews exclusive. It is a 1 in 10 variant. And again, this is from 2000 AD, not to be confused with the IDW books, the Judge Dredd books that are coming out now and being tracked by Diamond Direct in the US are IDW books. And this 2000 AD is not one that's being tracked by Diamond Direct, so it might be a little harder to get run information here in the States. You got to look to overseas distribution numbers. And again, that is Anderson in Too Deep. It is described as a sequel to the cult hit movie with Carl Urban, and it's the second one-shot sequel by 2000 AD that they've made. I also picked up Defenders number 1, and this is the cover that's celebrating King Jack Kirby's 100th birthday, the king of comics, and his 100th birthday being celebrated with this Eternals cover for Defenders number 1 from Marvel Comics, and it's a 1 in 10 variant. I love it. I picked up from Marvel Comics Black Panther and Crew 003. This is a 1 in 25 variant. A 1 in 20 variant I picked up from American Mythology Productions is Dark Werewolves vs. Dinosaurs. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece of art on this cover. And I was lucky enough to get this one signed. And this time, I got a COA. Lucky, lucky me. And that one was really hard for me to find, so I'm glad I was able to track it down, pick it up, and get an autograph on it. So, there you have it. I picked up from Marvel Comics Old Man Logan number 25. This is a 1 in 50. And kids, watch your pockets on this. Don't go willy-nilly spending your pennies on Old Man Logan number 25. It's not going to hold the current market price value. It's not going to hold. If you paid more than 15, 20 bucks for this, my friend, you have overpaid. And I would dare say 20 bucks. You're looking at the top of the line there on this book right now. There's going to be a lot of these books printed, and so I would not expect it to mature well. There is a 600 print black and white of this cover. That's your chase book if you really want to get down with Old Man Logan. I picked it up because you know me. I chase variant. And that's Old Man Logan, number 25 from Marvel Comics. That's the 1 in 50 variant. Woo! Looky, kids. A really, really cool secret exclusive book that I picked up was this X-Men Gold, number 1. It is a J. Scott Campbell secret exclusive. It is a book that is only printed 3,240 copies. This is the A cover of a triptych for the X-Men Gold J. Scott Campbell exclusives. And I got this one signed. And on this cover you can see the modern X-Men Gold. Looking good. The B cover, which I love. I love this cover probably because this is my X-Men, meaning this is the X-Men that when I was a kid, this is what they looked like when I was reading, X-Men for some of the first times. This was what the X-Men looked like. Storm and her mohawk, Wolverine in the tan and brown, Sprite with the fluffy blue onesie on, and the Hound. Rachel Summers as the Hound. I think the Hound kicks way more ass than Prestige or whatever they're passing her off as now. I think it's a little too soft-handed. I liked the Hound. I liked the outfit a lot better. And this group and these costumes will always have a special place in my heart. And now I got them in my collection too. And again, this is the B cover for the J. Scott Campbell secret exclusive, and it's printed 2,640 copies. Lucky enough to get that one signed also, kids. And finally, one of the more interesting books of the year, for me at least, is the C cover for the J. Scott Campbell triptych. This is the Virgin variant, and this is a book that is advertised as selling, or rather printing 1,440 copies limited. So there's advertised as only printing 1,440 copies, But I was informed by the J. Scott Campbell store that this particular cover was damaged and they will not ship 100% of those 1440. So it's under 1,440 copies of this printed. That being the case, and the controversy surrounding X-Men Gold, and this being one of the books where the controversial aspects are still intact, make this one of the more interesting books of the year for me. That, and I was able to get it signed by J. Scott Campbell. Okay, and that's my haul, kids. I hope you liked it. If you did, please click like. If you haven't already, please click subscribe. And if you got a comment for me, man, I love your comments, guys and gals. I really appreciate it. Leave it in the comment section. I'll get back at you. And, you know, tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me how you like it. I'm Chase Variant, and I'm out.